So we've gotten through the World Congress. I guess it just took a really long time to load up in that last episode. But yes, so now we get to enact policy. This should be interesting to see exactly who discovered all the CIVS. So it looks like England was actually, of course, we even predicted it. Elizabeth was the one to find the first Congress of London, and yeah, she traveled the world as we thought. That's funny because we were making jokes about that, but she actually did discover everyone first. So unfortunately, I have to click on I have to do a policy, a proposal, and that sucks. I don't want to be doing this, but there's no city-states, so yes, here we go with that again. Now, what was I doing beforehand? I cannot remember. Let's just start, yeah, let's just continue to embargo city-states. I really do not want to have an impact on this game, so if I just need to continue to do this over and over again, then I will. I really just don't want to have an impact at all. So, yes, the Mayan have lost their capital to the Aztecs. The Aztecs have done a pretty good job so far of progressing through Central America. He still has to take a few more cities. The Mayan are going to remain alive for a little bit, at least until the Incas take this city, the Chichen Itza. And then maybe if the Aztecs can maneuver their way through Central America, maybe they could take over this last Mayan city, but we'll see. Also, over the break, we saw Korea declare war on the Ottomans. Oh, no. Well, the Ottomans declared war on Korea, as well as Mongolia joining in. That's kind of ballsy of Genghis Khan. He must be really feeling confident of himself, because, I mean, I'm shocked that he's willing to do that. Really, really shocked. It's like you're fighting against the Ottomans, weirdly enough. You're fighting against India, Assyria, still China, I believe, unless you make a peace deal with a bunch of people. The Netherlands have joined in against Carthage. Interestingly enough, I don't think the Netherlands are going to be able to do much, because I doubt that the Huns, are going to give them any sort of open borders agreement. I don't even know what to talk about with the Huns. I have no idea where to even go from there. Holy crap, that is crazy. Also Denmark, I don't know what's going to go out Denmark. So Carthage is definitely going to stay alive. I don't care how many civs declares war on Carthage. They are not going to take her capital. Yeah, it's not going to happen unless there's some like major open borders agreement that happens within Europe. That's not going to happen. It is absolutely not going to happen. There's just no way. So let's see what we got. I know that, well, actually, I want to see exactly what England tries to do. Now, this is a lot of power for England. It's a lot of power for Elizabeth. So she's going to try to ban sugar. Interesting. I wonder who has sugar that she doesn't like. Let's go and check the info addicts. It's been a while since we've checked the info addicts. Let's go ahead and double check this. Let's just get a brief overview. Still, the Netherlands way ahead in technology. Extremely ahead. Double the person in second place, which is England. Then Siam in third, practically tied with England. The Huns, Jesus. Oh my gosh. How are you doing this, William? How are you doing? I don't know how you're doing this. Crop yields, yeah, the Huns control a lot of lands. That's why they get a lot of yield. Manufactured goods, wow, the Shoshone are doing amazing. Then the Huns, then the Zulu, then the Aztecs, and the Mongolians, and China, and Iroquois. Pretty much everyone but the Europeans are in this category. Gold per turn, doesn't really matter. Military manpower, so the Huns are number 1. Then we have Shoshone, then Assyria, the Zulu, and Sweden. Wow, Sweden at 5? That's amazing. So what is Sweden thinking then? And then, yeah, the Netherlands in 7th place. Wow, yeah, there's no one that's going to be able to take out. Well, actually, it's Assyria. Assyria and the Huns will be the first big world war. If they ever eventually do break out into war, then that will be the first big war. Once again, William is just uncatchable at this point. He's unstoppable. Technology-wise, it's just insane. That's just going to be too tough to catch. 6 techs ahead. But we'll see if that actually provides him much of an advantage. To be honest, it probably won't. Shoshone have taken up the title as the most expansive empire in the world right now. Yeah, they control most of North America, so, what else do you expect? Of course, the Netherlands at 8 wonders, Spain right there at 4 wonders. So even though they dropped Barcelona, even though Spain lost Barcelona here, they didn't give up any wonders to the Huns. So that's somewhat of a good thing. If you want to look at any sort of good news, if you're trying to look at just good news at all for some reason why Isabella gave up Barcelona to the Huns and just made them so much more powerful, at least they didn't get any wonders out of it. That's one good thing. Jeez, these notifications are insane. Please, we need to see more civs die. We need to see more action because this is ridiculous. Well, maybe Mongolia will be able to take out Korea. But, oh my gosh, the diplomatic relationships that are going on. I mean, I just don't want to miss any wars. That's my whole thing. As long as we don't miss any wars, then it's all good. I don't care. I guess I can just kind of scroll up and look for the wars. I don't have to right-click every single time. Let's see exactly how Mongolia is going to progress to attacking Korea. I don't really know how that's going to go. I believe Sweden is in on the war, so there's a huge amount of forces that are coming in. But the AI is going to just have to, you know, go balls deep. If they actually want to take the Mongolian capital, then you just got to go balls deep. It doesn't matter who takes it. Just everyone throw your units at it. Wow, Assyria's got a huge military, though. It's pretty terrifying, actually, seeing Assyria's military. I mean, if they were to just... Oh! And that was Shoshone. The Shoshone have completely backstabbed the Aztecs. The Aztecs... I mean, well, not really backstabbed. I don't think they were ever... I don't think they declared war... I don't think they made a declaration of friendship. But while the Aztecs were going and attacking this... Wow, that's a big one. While the Aztecs were attacking the Mayan capital... and they lost a bunch of units, the Shoshone were right there behind them, ready to pounce on that attack. And that is... that's unfortunate. That was a pretty that was a pretty interesting move there. Okay, so let's see what we got. So we have a war with Denmark and the Celts. Wow. But so have the Huns. So it looks like the Celts and the Huns have joined together against Denmark. Now Denmark has a pretty big fleet here in the English Channel. Not sure how this is going to go, and how exactly is Elizabeth going to play into this role? That's what I want to know. How's Elizabeth going to play into this action? Okay, there goes that. Again, I don't think that the Huns are going to be able to do much against Denmark. Not really. Now, where is all these Swedish troops at? They've got a huge military, but I don't see where their Swedish troops are at. I mean, there's some here in Helsinki, but they don't got anything in Scandinavia. They're not protecting their homeland at all. And look at these great profits. Wow. Lots and lots of great profits here. Well, how's Carthage doing? Carthage is surviving. Yeah, no one seems to be making just a straight up attack for Carthage just yet. Portugal, the Huns, and is that Rome that just joined in? That looked like Rome as well. So the Huns, it looks like they're funding wars. They're funding like team coalition wars against individual nations inside of Europe. Now the Huns might directly be this like puppet master. It looks like the Huns are kind of this controlling their puppets inside of Europe because everyone's afraid of the Huns, as they should be, because they've got a huge military. As just a massive military. Where'd it go? I'm pretty sure I saw that notification. So many. What is going on? I guess we have to just keep scrolling up. Wait a second. I thought I just saw a war break out. If I ask you to make peace with somebody, who are you going to say? Make peace with Carthage and Russia. Okay, never mind. I thought I saw a war break out. I thought I saw some notifications, but maybe not. I thought I saw that Rome was at war with Portugal, but maybe I'm smoking some shit. That's pretty bad, actually. If I thought I saw that. I really thought I saw that, but wow. Okay, man. I don't know what the freak just happened. That's crazy. Holy crap. Okay, a bunch of denouncements. Oh, that's what's going on. So that's why we're seeing so many notifications. We're seeing denouncements everywhere. Everybody is denouncing somebody right now. That's just the thing. That's the in thing right now. These guys must have made peace, I'm guessing. No, there's no way they made peace. They just don't want to just jump in for the attack. Mongolia is not doing anything for this Korean city. They're not doing anything to attack that Korean city. Indonesia hasn't done anything. Oh, and there we go. Shoshones began their progress, taking their first Aztec city, and that city's going to drop because there's plenty of ships in the Pacific. Now, it's just going to be really interesting to watch whoever has to combat against the Shoshone in North America. I mean, who's going to be able to really do this right now? I have no idea. Who can stand up to the Shoshone? It's going to be a tough one. I don't know. I mean, maybe the Mayan. You know, and actually, it looks like, I'm sorry, not the Mayan, the Inca. If the Inca take over a few more Mayan cities, then possibly. Oh, you are going to get completely wiped out, aren't you, Montezuma? Oh, I feel bad for you, man. Let's just make sure that nothing happened. No huge wars or something just took place. Nothing. Nope. Okay. Yep, it's just the denouncement time. That's all it is. And they're not denouncing any specific civ, they're just denouncing everybody. And we've seen this before in other AI-only battles. That's just kind of what the AI likes to do. It likes to, you know, make a huge, big old buddy-buddy with the rest of the world, and then there's a certain point when they discover everyone where they just start denouncing everything. Every single thing that they see, they start denouncing stuff. Sweden's managed to get a boat down here. I can't remember. So Sweden, I'm sure, is at war with Carthage. Pretty sure we saw that. Any more progress moving towards the Mongolian capital? Not really. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. And I think they're actually not even at war because I'm not seeing any... Or maybe the Ottomans and Mongolia aren't at war. Korea's still doing good. Yeah, Korea's relying on trade with Japan right now to keep their empire alive. Keep their empire strong. How's Songhai doing against the Zulu? Can't imagine too well. They've got to be doing poorly. Let's see, what do we got? I mean, they're holding off. They're holding off those MPs, but for how long? Who knows? So we had Mongolia making peace with Germany, and I almost said Greece. Okay, and that's it. I really thought Ethiopia was going to join in against the Zulu. You would think that they would have. I mean, these pikemen could have really provided a little bit of help to the Shoshone, but then again, Ethiopia would be in a tough spot because... Right now, it's very hard for the AI to navigate up through, up to Timbuktu. It'd be extremely difficult for, it's not too bad, but they haven't completed their infrastructure up to this new Byzantium city that they stole away. So it would be tough. And then, you know, you have plenty of jungles down here, which would make things even more complicated. Wow. Aztecs are done. Yep, Aztecs are completely done. The Shoshone control all of North America, almost. The Iroquois are pretty powerful themselves, but they're so behind technology that the Shoshone, I think, are going to completely control North America. And that is insane. Because who would have guessed that? Who would have guessed the Shoshone we're gonna completely control all of North America? I mean, they got a lot of help from the Aztecs in the very beginning. A lot of help from the Aztecs. Now, I'm wondering what exactly how bad is that going to affect South America? And how long is it going to take before they, you know, completely control North America? They still have to take on Atlanta and Seattle in modern-day Alaska from America, and then their final conquest of the Iroquois needs to eventually happen. But, I mean, if he's smart, he'll be able to start building some units, but these Mohawk warriors are so far behind, they're not going to be able to do anything to long swordsmen. Yeah, no, nothing at all. That would be just devastating. Actually, you know what? The Aztecs grabbed their city back, but it's gone now. Oh, yeah, it's gone now. So now they're probably going to go after Philadelphia, but how much further do they press into Aztec territory? That's the thing. Siam's got some pretty big empire borders. Imperial borders right now. Pretty cool looking. Well, so does Brazil. You're starting to see a lot of, like, wider borders, a lot of range kind of start to spawn up here. Anything going on with Carthage just yet? Nothing really. The world is kind of pieced out. Oh, but you know what? Denmark is... Oh, man. How close is Denmark able to take over this Celtic city? Very, very, very close. That's the Celtic capital. Now, that would be an interesting, aggressive move there by Harold Bluetooth. Settling in the British Isles, who knows what else you can get after that. But you got to be careful if you're a neighbor in Sweden. That's where things get tough. Man, you actually can possibly do this, but you know, you're going to need a few more boats. You have a few more boats. Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Denmark's going to get... They're going to take Scotland. Wow. Well, that is interesting. Now, that is really interesting. That is... Denmark is actually even here in the Huns. That's right. I forgot about that. Whoa. Is Denmark going to take Barcelona? No way. It is possible. It is really possible here. Too bad they can't get any support from Spain or the Netherlands here, but they would take it. Just please, AI, be smart. I know there's a mountain in the way and it complicates things, but be smart. You've got a catapult, pikeman. You've got a weak... I know you have a very weak... I'm sorry, they're not even a catapult. That's a trebuchet, son. That is a trebuchet. I'm sorry. Harold, please forgive me. Don't be too mad at me. Wow, so Denmark could get really powerful. because I don't think the Huns are really going to do anything. I keep forgetting this is Germany, so the Huns don't even have a border with Denmark. That might have been a huge mistake to do from both the Celtics' point of view. Bam, Celts lost their capital. Wow. Denmark, that is impressive. Where did you just come from? Unfortunately, again, because Spain gave Barcelona up, it means that you've got a little bit more city defense in Barcelona. It's going to be a little bit harder for Denmark to take this. It doesn't look like they're actually going to be able to take it. But what a sight that would have been to see Denmark here in Barcelona. Still, it's still pretty cool to see them here in Scotland. And I'm wondering where they go from here. And I want to see exactly if England doesn't like Denmark. How is that? Because this is going to really mess up relationships if that's the case. If that's the case. Okay, so Philadelphia more than likely is going to fall. How's the Mongolian capital? They're pushing forward, but those siege towers haven't gotten... They don't have a direct view of the capital just yet. Anything going on here? Oh, we already checked this. I'm looking at Africa. How you doing, Songhai? Zulu and Babylon have made peace, so has Germany and Zulu. Is that Babylon back there? Yeah, it is. Okay, Songhai's staying safe. You better just peace out, dude, because, oh my gosh, there's a lot of MPs coming at you. There are a lot of MPs. You guys are just going to have to hopefully hold off the Zulu for a little bit, wait for their MPs to go away, and then maybe have someone, join in. Ethiopia and Songhai kind of form a team here. Try to attack them at the same time. Boom, there goes Philadelphia. Now for the capital. Shoshone have just a huge military. Just an absolutely massive military. It's crazy. I'm wondering if Denmark... Well, Denmark technically is at war with Carthage, but they're too preoccupied. They've got a navy, but, actually they've lost a lot of their navy. They've got one raid... With this fleet here, if they heal them up at least, don't just go in balls deep without any healing, you can take Dublin. You could probably eliminate Celts from the game with this navy that you have right here. And that's going to give Denmark a lot of power. Leaning Tower of Pisa. Jeez. See, but you know what? With Denmark building up this navy... Well, I don't know. Everyone loves the Netherlands, so I don't know if anyone's going to actually go and try to take them over. But with this massive... It's not really a massive navy, but it's somewhat significant to be able to do some pretty good damage. China and Mongolia have made peace. That's a big one. It's doing damage to European nations, clearly, with the Celts, and maybe even Dublin. They might take Dublin from the Celts, too. Maybe if Denmark declares war in Amsterdam, I mean, we could see a powerful Denmark. We haven't talked about the Scandinavian countries because they've been really, really quiet. But it's possible. I can now see that they've got some stuff here. They've got some stuff here for us. You better you gotta kind of combine your boats though. Heal them up. Don't just try to run in after it because that's where bad things start to happen. So Spain just settled this city. So now Spain has 2 cities in Africa. Again, it is taking care of, it is taking away power from the Zulu down in the south. Pretty big, massive military for Byzantium. Pretty crazy. Loving how strong Byzantium has been so far. I mean, they haven't really gone to war with anybody, but they've got a strong military and a pretty good-sized population city. They don't have any, I mean, I hope they went down tradition because they haven't really been doing anything else. So, it looks like the siege towers might get close. There's no way. There's no way, there's no amount of forces that I think are going to be able to stop the Mongolian capital. Absolutely not. No way. Lots of pillaging have gone down. Korea's fine. Yeah, Korea's absolutely good. Let's see, is Shoshone still pushing forward for the Aztec capital? Yes, they are. They are, in fact, pushing a little bit further, but, this is where the final Aztec units remain. This is where it gets down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, this is where it gets down to the nitty-gritty. I'm not sure. Did I miss France and the Shoshone? Why? You don't have any cities over here, France. Now, that was a weird one. I don't know what happened there. What happened? Did China give up a city? Yes, they did. China gave up a city to Mongolia. We're seeing that a lot. We're seeing a lot of CIVS give up cities. Yes, that is a Chinese city. Now they're starting to move towards this guy. Now this huge force is going to go try to take over. This is a hard city to take, though. Lots of mountains. Anyways, guys, I'm going to have to stop right there. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.